Creating a music show for dementia residents and dementia units is a great form of entertainment, anticipation being half of it. So if, for example, the music show is about Elvis, then it's good to have a workshop first up explaining who is Elvis, when did he live, what influence he had, what songs he sang, and residents of that era, those in the 80s and 90s, will all remember Elvis. So you can ask them, okay, so what's your favourite song? Is it Blue Suede Shoes? Is it Jailhouse Rock? Or have you got another favourite song? Then you can sing those and enjoy those. Then after that, you can set up the room ready for the entertainment. For that, the seating has to be right, lighting has to be right, make sure that they can all see, that they have a good view, and that sort of nothing's blocking the way. And then you can set the volume as they wish, then the show goes ahead. Aloha Hawaii, of course, is the big favourite. And you can explain to them, the residents, give a wee bit of background, historical reference, that Aloha Hawaii was the first show to be shown on satellite worldwide. It was so incredibly famous for that. And points like this, dementia residents really enjoy because it links them in with their history. It links them in with the momentous aspect of the occasion, that this was like a stunning, huge worldwide show that they are now about to see. And it builds the anticipation, the excitement, and that gives them a reference point as to how important this is and how enjoyable it will be for them. So when they're sitting, of course, actually getting the seating arranged actually takes a bit more effort than what you'd think. Firstly, there's usually not enough space. Everyone wants the front row. Everyone wants to sit at the very front, especially if they can't see properly or they're deaf. So you need to make sure that those people that have hearing aids have them on and that they can hear clearly. Those that have glasses have their glasses on and that they're all cleaned. And then trying to be fair with the seating arrangement. Every person can't be at the front row right up front every time, but mix it up a bit, but make sure that it's not always the same person getting the front seat. Lighting's a big one because really you do need to close the curtains for the show. Never mind, the rest of the dementia residents and staff have to work around that. And volume is a very important thing, to have it at the volume that's not too loud, so that those people that can hear well, it's sort of painful for the eardrums, whereas the deaf people need to be able to to hear. Now, if the show does have subtitles, that's a great asset, because then the people can read it. Those that are having difficulty hearing it can read it. And again, it helps with cognition. Also to make sure everyone's been to the toilet, that they've had something to drink and eat so that they're not hungry or dehydrated. And then pretty much you've got most things covered. Of course, there'll always be people that come and go, the wanderers, we call them in dementia units, that often like to walk up in front of the TV and just sort of stand there right in front of it, looking at the TV, possum in the headlights sort of scenario. So you just have to gently guide them on, thank them, and maybe give them a seat if you can encourage them to sit and watch it, and so the rest of the people can see. So you really need to act as MC by the TV screen, whether it's the smart TV or whichever TV or video, whatever. But you need to act as an MC by the screen so that you can make sure that everyone can see, that there's no disturbances. There will always be disturbances actually in a dementia unit, but to minimise the disturbances as much as possible. You might have to go over, and if someone's having a fight, go over there and settle that, or if someone's fallen, get the nurse, or if someone's really thirsty, get them a glass of water, whatever it is. Because the thing is, you want the people to have a beautiful experience, just like going to the movies. And they adored the movies and musicals in their day. So Aloha Hawaii is just like a musical to them. You want them to enjoy it because a fabulous experience like this can last them for a few days. You know, they can have, really buoys them up. So I've written about these topics and more in both books, The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, on Amazon, and everything in the description below. Thank you for your viewing, likes, and please subscribe.